You know that sinking feeling when your check engine light pops on and you just bought the car a year ago? Or worse, when your car won't start on a Monday morning and you're stuck calling a tow truck instead of heading to work? Well, that's the kind of frustration we're talking about today. You might think you're saving money or getting a great deal, but some cars just aren't worth the hassle. Mechanics across the country have seen it all, and they tend to agree on certain brands that just don't hold up. In this video, we're counting down 7 car brands that mechanics say you should probably avoid if you want to keep your sanity and your wallet in check. These are the cars that spend more time in the shop than on the road. Let's get started. 7. Jeep. At first glance, Jeep vehicles have a lot going for them. They look rugged, they're built for adventure, and they've got a strong fan base. But once they roll into the mechanic's garage, the story changes quickly. According to many mechanics, models like the Jeep Renegade, Compass, and even the Cherokee are no strangers to recurring problems. One of the most common issues is with the electronics. Owners often complain about touchscreens going dark, backup cameras failing, and random warning lights. And then there's the transmission. The 9-speed automatic transmission used in some models has been notorious for rough shifting and sudden failures. Mechanics also point out that suspension components wear out early, especially if the Jeep has been used off-road. While the idea of owning a Jeep might be appealing, in reality, you might end up spending a lot more than you expected on repairs and maintenance. 6. Dodge. Dodge vehicles tend to get people excited because they offer power, aggressive styling, and good prices. But mechanics often see them for the wrong reasons. A lot of Dodge models, including the Journey, Avenger, and even the Dart, have faced issues with engine reliability and poor build quality. One major complaint is that these cars just don't hold up over time. The engines in some models are known to consume oil too quickly, and some even develop knocking sounds or suffer from overheating. The interiors also tend to fall apart faster than most cars in the same price range. Things like cracking dashboards, broken knobs, and faulty seat adjustments are surprisingly common. Mechanics say these problems are more than cosmetic. They're signs of shortcuts in quality that show up within just a few years. If you're looking for something that lasts, Dodge might not be the best choice. 5. Land Rover. Land Rover has a reputation for luxury and off-road performance, but mechanics often describe them as a nightmare when it comes to reliability. The Range Rover in particular shows up in repair shops far more than most other luxury SUVs. And when something goes wrong, which it often does, it's not cheap to fix. One of the biggest issues is the complex electronics. From air suspension failures to touchscreen malfunctions, owners often deal with problems that are tricky to diagnose and expensive to repair. Mechanics say Land Rovers require specialized tools and knowledge, which means not every shop can fix them properly. That leads to even higher costs, especially if you have to go to a dealership. If you're buying a Land Rover used, be extra cautious. They may look like a steal, but they could easily drain your savings in repairs. 4. Fiat. Fiat made a comeback in the US market a few years ago, but it didn't take long for problems to surface. The Fiat 500 and 500L, in particular, have been criticized heavily by mechanics for poor reliability. While they're small, affordable, and kind of charming, they're not exactly built to last. One common issue is with the transmission, especially in the 500L. Many owners report hard shifting, sudden jerks, or complete failure. Mechanics also point out that the electrical systems in these cars are unreliable. Simple things like power windows, climate controls, and even door locks stop working randomly. Combine that with limited space for repairs and difficult to find parts, and you've got a car that's more frustrating than fun. Even though Fiat tries to market itself as an affordable and stylish brand, mechanics say the headaches often aren't worth the savings. 3. Mini. Mini Coopers are known for their unique style and zippy performance, but they're also known among mechanics for being one of the most maintenance-heavy compact cars out there. Older models especially suffer from a wide range of issues, from oil leaks to failing clutches and water pumps. The biggest problem, according to mechanics, is how tightly everything is packed under the hood. Repairs that are simple on other cars, like changing a thermostat or fixing a coolant leak, can become major jobs on a Mini because of how everything is crammed in. Labor costs go up, and even small problems can end up costing a lot. Some Mini owners say it feels like you're constantly fixing something new every few months. So while they might be fun to drive, Minis don't exactly score high when it comes to long-term peace of mind. #2. Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi used to be a solid name in the automotive world, but over the past decade or so, the brand has really fallen off in terms of quality and innovation. Mechanics often mention the Mitsubishi Mirage and Outlander Sport as frequent visitors to the shop. These cars might be priced low, but that lower cost often reflects cheaper parts and outdated technology. The engines in some of these models feel underpowered and often develop issues early in their lifespan. CVT transmissions, which are supposed to be smooth and efficient, tend to fail more often than they should. Mechanics also say the build quality feels flimsy, with door handles, interior trim, and buttons breaking way too soon. If you're looking for something reliable and well-built, Mitsubishi's current lineup just doesn't make the cut. It's a reminder that cheap up front doesn't always mean cheap in the long run. #1. Chrysler. At the top of the list, we've got Chrysler. Mechanics consistently rank this brand as one of the worst when it comes to dependability. The Chrysler 200 and the Pacifica minivan are two of the most commonly mentioned models with recurring issues. And it's not just one area. Everything from engine problems to electrical glitches to drivetrain failures seems to show up. The Chrysler 200, for example, had major issues with its 9-speed transmission. Many drivers reported rough shifting, hesitation, or complete failure. And once that happens, you're looking at a very expensive repair. The Pacifica, while more modern, has had problems with stalling, brake failure, and screen blackouts in the infotainment system. Mechanics also say that Chrysler parts can be harder to find and more expensive than you'd expect for a mid-range brand. If you're trying to avoid constant trips to the shop and big repair bills, Chrysler is one brand that experts say you might want to stay away from. Buying a car should feel exciting, not stressful. But too often, people get drawn in by good looks, flashy ads, or big discounts, and forget to check what really matters: how the car holds up over time. The brands we talked about today might offer some attractive features, but mechanics agree that they tend to bring more headaches than happiness. That's not to say every car from these brands is a disaster, but when the same models keep showing up in the shop, it's a clear red flag. If you're car shopping, make sure you go beyond the surface. Talk to your local mechanic. Look up real-world reliability data, and don't just rely on brand reputation, because sometimes the name doesn't match the performance. A little extra research can save you thousands of dollars and countless hours of frustration later. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more smart car advice and real-world breakdowns. And if you've had an experience with any of these brands, good or bad, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. See you in the next one.